Hi, this is Mark Kaufman, Anthology's Senior Partner Software Engineer on the Developer Relations and Standards team. And I'm making this video to explain to you about getting grades from parent and child courses. We had a report recently of a 500 error, and the issue was that the integration was trying to get grades from a child course and using a child course ID, and you can't do that. Um, we shouldn't be returning a server error. We should return some other error like this is an invalid request. But the truth is that you cannot get grades from a child course. And I'm going to show that to you here. Um, this is a um, this is an enhancement or an addition to the documentation that Mark O'Neill wrote on processing grades. Basically, he explains here where you want to check if the user is in a child course, and if they are and you want to give them a grade in the child course in your SIS, then you will need to find out what child course they're in and then use that as the course ID that you put the grade in. But you need to get the grade itself from the parent. So let's go ahead and look. Here we have a course. It's a parent course. And you see that we have some users in there: Tim Grady, Mark Kaufman student, and Mark O'Neill. And we have Tim has got weighted a total of 100, and that's because we gave him some extra credit over here. We gave him some extra credit. So if we go and get grades for this course, and you'll see that he's in the child. If we get grades for this course, we can do so by we can look at the gradebook columns, and then we see that the total is _10_1 is the ID. So we can go ahead and we'll make the request to get the grades for the users in that column. So we can go like so, and then well, here we can look at the columns, and we see the columns, and that's the one we were just looking at here. And then we can go ahead and look at the that column ID 10_1, and then get the user. Well, we can look at the column, right? You can see that's the total column, and then we can get the grades for the users from that column, and we get the grades for the users from the parent. Just fine. Now, the child course is this course. It's _6_1, and you see that in the user interface, we see clearly that it says you shouldn't be working in the child course. You should only work in the parent course. And if we make a REST API call to get columns from that course, we can see that the total column is 12_1, and we can get information about that column, right? We can see that we can get the information about that column, but what we can't do is we can't get the user's grades. If we try to do that, we get a 500 error. So what you want to do is you want to follow the workflow that Mark O'Neill outlined here. Basically, you need to have the course memberships, and if you see that the user isn't a member in a child course, then you're still getting their grade from the parent course, but then you're assigning that grade in your SIS for the grades that you give the users. You're going to assign that grade into the child course ID that the user has. So I hope this is helpful for you in understanding that you cannot get grades from a child course. You can see that it is if you get the course ID, you can see clearly that if we look at the course, we see that it has a parent. So that's one clue that you shouldn't be trying to get grades from it. And another one is that it's not available. It says available no, and that's because it's a child course. Okay, thank you for watching, and in reference, there's this document that will help you understand how to process grades that you get from a parent, but you assign them to the child course ID for the child course that the individual member belongs to. Okay, thank you for watching.